Is there anyone else this evening that would like to come forward and speak at this time? Yes, sir. You please come forward, give your name and address for the record.
My name is Dr. Justin Spees. On February 17th, I was unlawfully arrested at the Miriam Community Center for standing in there with a message, which is a First Amendment protected activity. And on March 3rd, I filed a lawsuit, and so I want to read from some of it here this evening. In the United States District Court for District of Kansas, Justin Spees versus the City of Miriam, Kansas, Anna Slocum in her individual capacity, Aaron Simmons in his individual capacity, Devin Allen in his individual capacity, John Kisthart in his individual capacity. Comes now the plaintiff Justin Spees by and through counsel Linus L. Baker, and for his complaint against each defendant hereby states as follows. The complaint begins and ends at each of the defendants' failure to recognize the difference between private and public property. In this lawsuit, the defendants viewed the publicly owned Miriam Community Center literally as a private business in which it could demand for any reason that an individual be told to leave. Of all entities in the universe, the ACLU did not like the message Dr. Justin Spees presented at an ACLU town hall meeting so much that it urged the Parks and Recreation Director, Anna Slocum, to eject Dr. Spees from the hallway of the center, even though Dr. Spees was simply reporting on the event, filming and possessing a message the ACLU disapproved of. That message was abortion is child murder, clear as day. Director Slocum took the ACLU up on its demand and had Dr. Spees arrested and removed from the community center on February 17th, 2025. So I'm just going to read from some of the causes of action, and I'll just read until the time runs out here. So I'm going to start here on the second cause of action, wrongful detention. Dr. Spees was arrested on February 17, 2025 at the center by the defendants Simmons, Kisthart, and Allen. There was no probable cause to arrest Dr. Spees because it was not reasonable to believe that the center was a private business or that the center was not a public building or that the hallways of the center were not a public forum, which it is. That hallway is a public forum. There was no probable cause to believe Dr. Spees was causing a ruckus, as Simmons said, because the defendant officers personally witnessed Dr. Spees' calm and demure behavior, as well as the security camera footage was available to verify that Dr. Spees caused no disruption to the town hall meeting and did not cause any disorderly conduct in the hallway. Security footage that none of the officers bothered to take a look at. The third cause of action is retaliation, retaliatory arrest, and retaliatory detention for exercise of protected speech. Plaintiff Dr. Spees was engaged in a constitutionally protected activity at the time of his arrest and detention. Defendants Slocum, Simmons, Kisthart, and Allen's actions against the defendant would chill a person of ordinary firmness from continuing to engage in the protected activity, and his protected activity was a substantial or motivating factor in Slocum, Simmons, Kisthart, and Allen's decision to arrest, detain, and remove Dr. Spees from the center in handcuffs. Defendant Simmons, Kisthart, and Allen repeatedly retaliated against Dr. Spees for his presence, reporting, and messaging. Dr. Spees wasn't breaching the peace or doing anything constituting disorderly conduct when Dr. Spees came on to the center premises or when Simmons, Kisthart, and Allen viewed Dr. Spees. Each defendant was, quote, motivated by improper considerations, such as the desire to prevent the exercise of a constitutional right. Defendants Slocum, Simmons, Kisthart, and Allen singled out Dr. Spees because he was reporting on the town hall and possessed messaging that made them and the town hall participants uncomfortable. Quote, singling out one individual, banning his perhaps disfavored speech and essentially preventing him from engaging in a form of civil discourse that is available to everyone is unreasonable. Each defendant further ratified those decisions by failing to meaningfully and investigate and punish the unconstitutional conduct. So they didn't ask to look at the security camera footage. They didn't bother to ask. I have the whole thing recorded. It's on my YouTube channel. You can check it out, start to finish. Didn't bother to ask me, even though Allen acknowledged that I was recording. So they were well aware that there was plenty of evidence out there to show exactly what happened. And Slocum, in the body cam, actually tells Simmons that I had gone into the meeting room. It's a complete lie. It's part of this. It's all these lies that were made up to have me unlawfully arrested.
Can I talk with you, please?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi. He's gone into the room outside of capacity.
Okay, so he's either trespassed or not.
I'll trespass him.
Okay.
Because I can't have him in this building. I told other people, we're at capacity, you have to leave. You're
Okay.
not part of this group.
I'm so sorry, I also.
So.
And that's fine.
So I never went into the meeting room. I stood in the hallway the whole time, so it makes the whole thing so unfortunate. So an inference of policy or custom may be drawn from a failure to take remedial action against after a constitutional violation. Defendant City of Merriam had a policy or custom of viewpoint discrimination from the failure of the police departments or the defendant's supervisors to take any remedial steps after the violation. At the time of the arrest, Dr. Spees was engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. Defendant officers knew the plaintiff's conduct did not violate Kansas state law. Defendant officers knew the plaintiff's conduct was affirmatively protected by federal law. I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Dr. Spees. Is there anyone else who would like to come forward at this time?
All right, I'm up here in Merriam, Kansas at the Merriam, Kansas Community Center. I'm attending an event put on by the ACLU of Kansas, American Civil Liberties Union, and Planned Parenthood, some anti-ICE organization, I think a Doge group as well. And the meeting was originally to be held at the Johnson County Library in Overland Park, but there were so many people that were going to attend this, they had to move it to a bigger venue. So it got moved over here to the community center. And right now, there's overflow parking. It's packed. So all the parking is filled up there at the center. And so they had this overflow parking over here at this IKEA building. And so now I'm walking up there, but gives me time to explain. So I'm coming in with my message here. I got two messages. Liberals love big balls, and abortion is child murder, clear as day. I RSVP'd to this meeting, so I signed up, got my confirmation email, and so I'm going to be here with my messages, because if Planned Parenthood and the anti-Doge messaging, it's essentially anti-Republican messaging. If they all can be in here with their messaging at a public event, then I can as well. But beyond that, if that's not an issue, you give these liberals an inch and they will take a mile. And so you see them rallying up their base with this anti-Doge messaging, which are really, it's actually a really good thing. Never thought I'd see the day where Americans were pro so much wasteful government spending. Anyways, so as Republicans and non-Democrats, can't be thinking that just because we won the election and got Trump in there, we can now go back to sleep for 4 years. Because we'll find ourselves in the same mess in 4 years as they rally up their base over this. This boils down to just hatred, I suppose. And so
we need to push back any chance we can get. And I'm up here by myself. And I'm a little bit late. So this is a public building, like I mentioned, public meeting. It's a public forum.
Wow, we drove all the way out there.
I RSVP'd.
Can I just listen from the doorway?
You'll have to ask this window right down
I have an RSVP.
here. I'm sorry, but we are about to hit capacity.
No, you said, okay, you're about to, but I have an RSVP.
Yes.
I know,
So you
but,
should have accounted for me as well.
well, I'm sorry, but we're at capacity.
Yeah.
Huh?
Sorry.
What's the
I
capacity?
said the capacity is where it's at.
What's the capacity? What's the number? I have an RSVP though.
250.
This is what I don't understand, is that I have...
250.
Okay, I heard the number. Can I please just tell you that I RSVP, so my number should count that?
I'm sorry, you cannot enter. We are at capacity completely.
I RSVP.
I'm sorry.
That's the thing.
I'm sorry, but we're at capacity and you
But
cannot
that
go
doesn't
in.
make any sense.
It's a fire regulation.
No, I understand what you're saying, but I RSVP.
I'm sorry, but you
So
cannot go in, sir.
I'm counted towards that number. Right.
But we are at
So-
capacity,
but
so you cannot go in.
So somebody that didn't RSVP is in there, and I'm not allowed to go in. I RSVP.
The same thing happened to me. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. We're at capacity.
Well, then you need
We've
to-
already started.
You need to make.
We
You need to
can
make.
take-
No,
you,
we're
you
not
need
going to
explain
make anybody
yourself.
do anything, sir. You please have to leave.
Well, I don't have to leave. What are you talking about?
They are actually, yeah.
Well, we have to be
I don't have to leave. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, but we're at capacity.
Okay, but I don't
and
have to leave.
okay, well, you can stand here, but you can't go in.
What will happen if I go in?
We're going to have to call the police because we're at capacity and that is a fire hazard.
How do you know you're at capacity?
Because we've counted every single person because they checked in.
Oh, so some. Okay.
No, I'm just, because to me, I want to go home because I'm not going to hang out. I just want, like I said, I spent a lot of time to get here. 'Cause
Yeah.
I got the runaround.
Yeah, for sure. I understand.
Yeah, and so,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, so just a few call to actions here, so just calling your legislature, telling them to oppose the bills that trample on their civil rights, of course, and then, of course, this one, most importantly, is the stop toolbox there. So scan the QR code, you can find more information about that, and then, as always, if you want to learn more, reach out and one of us are more than happy. So.
All right. Yeah, no, because I'm also a monthly donor, so that's why I'm kind of really involved.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey man, I don't understand. I RSVP'd for this. I don't understand. She said that you guys counted everybody that went in there because they all checked in. And so I haven't checked in, so in theory you should have 249 people in there because I'm on the list, I RSVP. So that means there's people in there that didn't RSVP, and meanwhile I did, and then what, I can't go in?
Right, so how we did the check-in process, that would be correct.
What would be correct about that?
That's just, so yes, people walked in, yes, some people got in around us, that is unfortunate, but as always, one of us organizers are always happy to meet with you one-on-one to go over the meeting. You can take those sheets of paper if you want more information,
Well, so what really was the point of the RSVP then, I guess, is what I'm asking. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys switched locations because you knew there was going to be a large enough crowd, so the RSVP should have meant
Actually,
something.
that's not true. We switched locations because the previous location was not confirmed. This was confirmed, so that is why we switched locations.
Yeah, I don't appreciate you saying it wasn't true. I got an email from, what's the coordinator of this event here at the ACLU? Her name is Imege or something like that, and she said it was because of capacity. So what you just said there, you said what I said was not true, but that's what the coordinator of this told me in an email.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
if there's a
so if you
complaint
get-
that you
so-
have, you're
well,
more than welcome to reply to that email and
just
she'll
wanna-
get back to you.
Looking for an answer on what was the point of the RSVP.
Again, the email, you can email her and ask that. She is someone with the information that I do not have,
Who
so
are you
I
then?
cannot answer that.
Who are you then?
You can find my information on the website.
What's your name?
My name's Evan.
Evan?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your title?
Voting rights organizer.
Oh, voting rights organizer. Okay. Say it again?
I was talking to her.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of passive aggressive. Oh, okay. Thank
They
you.
may allow you to do it too.
Okay. Appreciate that. You signed it with him right there?
I support ACLU financially,
Oh, there you go.
and I RSVP, but I'm not able to.
Well, that's how they treat you. Yeah, they treat you. So you signed up where? Right here? Oh, okay, thank you.
We outdoor our first location. We're trying to keep up with ours.
All right, so I can't go in. So I'm going to stand right here.
We have them all as open as we. I know. I'm sorry.
One of us organizers are always happy to go. Yeah, so I mean, there are specific things we are asking people to do on their own, which I can give you guys these that you can walk away with. Yeah, that, I'm not, we're not gonna sue. Right, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna sue. And, you know, it's not my role at this state to follow their regulations.
Hey, get this one too. Get this one too.
Oh, don't worry, I got it already.
I do know that, anyway, what National's doing for their part, there is going to be a virtual meeting. I think it's this Thursday. I can try to track down more info. I have to wait because I got my friend. She's in there.
Hey.
I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault. We drove all over the wrong place.
Well, they changed it.
Yo,
What's up?
why did they get to go in there?
I don't know.
Who are you?
I ask myself that every day.
What are you stopping me from doing there then?
I don't think I'm stopping anything.
Really? Well, then let me go around you. They just got to go in there.
Dude, I'm a dipshit with a camera. I don't make rules. I don't do anything.
Then what are you doing then? Why are you blocking my way? You know, that's a crime to block my way in a public building. You
it's not.
It sure is.
You're also not allowed to protest here.
21, 59, 22. Who's protesting?
You are with that sign.
What sign?
The sign that you're holding in your hand.
What's your stocking cap say?
It says the ACLU. It's where I
Does
work.
it? Okay. So my message, is that what you're referring to?
I don't care what your message is.
Really? So why are you saying I'm protesting? Why are
I'm
you
not
saying
going to
this
argue
is
with
a
you,
sign?
dude. You're not going to.
There was 4 or 5 people that just went in there when you told me that if I went in there, one more person,
Police are here.
that it
Feel
would
free to involve them.
that it would shut
Hey,
down
Evan.
the entire meeting.
Can you get the officers that are down here, please?
Yeah.
And what are you getting the officers for? Have I done something wrong? Have I done something wrong? That you need to get the police? Aren't you ACLU liberals, defund the police a-holes? What's your name?
Officer Kistar.
Kistar? What police department are you with?
Marion Police Department.
You got a badge number?
Yeah, 9312.
Appreciate it.
What's that?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, officer, I don't know, officer, first of all, what's your name?
Officer Allen.
Officer Allen. And who are you with?
Say it again.
Who are you with?
Marion Police Department.
Do you have a badge number?
3728.
376. So, officer, so I don't know why you're over here with me, but
Our supervisor will address you here in a second.
But since you're over here, I would like to report that they're preventing me from going into this meeting.
This is their event. They're at capacity, which is the first part of it. And
Well, if you would
second-
let me explain what I was going to
I
say.
understand. So
No, you
I'm
don't,
just-
because I'm trying to explain it to you.
I
If you want me to try to
understand.
explain.
Can I say two
No,
words?
because I'm in the process of reporting what is called a crime. It's called 215922. They're interfering with my public business by preventing me from going in there. And the reason why is because when I first came here, they said that if I went in there, it would be one person over capacity and they'd have to shut the entire meeting down. I stood right over there and watched as 4 more people went into the room. That came in after me and went in there, no problem. And I walked over here to go in there because clearly the capacity thing and what you were just saying there, because you were just parroting what they were telling you about capacity, isn't true. And so since it's not true, I have RSVP'd to this meeting. And if they're going to allow people in over capacity like they just did, but then prevent me, they are interfering with my public business, and that's a crime.
So I'm just law enforcement's just third party. We get information from both sides. So
Yeah.
like I said, our supervisor will be here in a second to address you with what he finds out and things like that, and then we'll move on from there. As of right now, we're just going to stay here and wait until he addresses us. Is that all right?
Well, I'm saying I'm reporting a crime.
I understand. Like I said, once my supervisor gets over here, we'll address that.
So since this is a national event,
someone can stand before a park and what the sign says, they need to move to everyone, people, disabled people get parking with canes and stuff. And the same thing here, I've seen people like cutting through grass.
This is going to be interesting. I'm narrating into the phone right now. This is going to be interesting because I haven't done anything wrong. So it's going to be interesting what they're going to try and say here. It's going to be really interesting to try and see. It's the most damnedest thing, right? What are they going to try and say? I haven't tried to go in there. That's fine, I'm not going to go in there. I'm not going to go in there.
Okay.
I'm just going to stand right here.
Yeah, but I need to keep people out of this area so that there's egress if there's a fire.
Oh, it's a fire. Oh, okay.
Here are the people in the state who have told you what you should do. So stop wasting time on bills.
Because you got people still doing the same thing right over there. I don't understand. Yeah, so they got somebody. Look, you got somebody standing right there. Man, I tell you what. Man, see, look at this. That lady just told me that they have to keep the area clear for egress, she says. Look at that, somebody standing right there, no problem. No problem. Egress. Hey. All right, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, don't say anything. Are you recording?
Yeah.
Good, don't say anything.
Okay. Is this the ACLU thing?
Even these cops say, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Okay? Don't say anything. To the cops.
Okay.
To the cops.
Did they say anything to you?
Well, so here's what's happened so far is I got here and they said that they're at capacity.
Mm-hmm.
And so as I tried to just walk into the door right there, they stopped me and they said, if you go in there, we'd be one person over capacity. We'd have to shut the entire meeting down. I'm like, oh, really? Okay. So, but I RSVP'd. And then there's this, they're like, well, the people that are in there signed up. I'm like, oh, okay, they signed up. So I came over here to this sign up area right here and talked to this guy. He's no longer standing here. I was like, what's the point of the RSVP? And anyways, if you're at capacity, you have people in there that didn't RSVP, and I did RSVP. Like, well, what's going on here? Anyways, so I just went and I just stood right over here with my sign, or my message here. And that guy right there started taking pictures. And while I was standing there, they let about 3 or 4 or 5 people go in right there. So I'm like, he's standing right there, I'm like, what the fuck? So I go walking over, they can go in, I can go in, and that guy right there cuts me off. And then that lady right there joins me. They're both blocking me from going in there. I'm like,
That lady?
the ACLU lady. And then she says, I can't be here because with these, she called them signs. So I don't say anything, here they come.
Hello there. I'm Sergeant Simmons with the Marion, Kansas Police Department. Would you mind going over and talking with me over at the
Fine
front
right here.
doors?
I'm fine right here.
Well, staff has requested you be trespassed from the building.
For what?
Because you were causing a ruckus.
Causing a ruckus?
Yep, and it's a private. Listen to me
crime
for a
is that?
second, please. It is a private business. They have the right to trespass anyone that they see fit, and they don't have to give a reason. Okay?
You're telling me this city community center is a private business?
It is a private business. You have to pay to come into this place.
Oh, really?
Yes, you do.
So that makes it a private business? This is a city public building. What are you talking about?
You are being trespassed from the business.
What'll happen if I don't leave?
You're going to be arrested.
For what?
For trespassing, sir.
What crime have I broken to be trespassed from this
If
public
I
building?
tell you that you are trespassed as a representative of the building, and then you do not fault, you asked me a question, so let me finish. If I tell you that you are trespassed at the request of the business and you refuse to leave, then it is criminal trespassing in the state of Kansas, and that is an arrestable offense. So here's my solution for you, okay? Because I want to give you options. Good police officer gives people options. There is a protesting spot out on a sidewalk
I'm not
outside of the
protesting.
building.
I'm not
Well, you've got a
protesting.
sign right
It's
here.
in the sign. It's a message.
Okay, I am giving you the opportunity
You'll
to
be
leave
violating
on
my
your
First
own.
Amendment right.
No,
This
I
is
won't,
a, yes,
sir.
you will. This
No,
is
I
a
won't.
public building. Yes.
Are you going
will.
to
This
leave
is
the
a public
business?
building. I've not broken
Are
a law.
you
I
willing
asked-
to leave the business,
I
sir?
asked you what law I had broken.
Criminal trespassing.
No.
At
Prior
this point,
to
you are
that, and you
trespassed.
said caused a ruckus.
Are you going to leave this building, sir?
For what?
For trespassing.
Based on what crime have I committed?
You are committing it right now. I've told
This
you
is
you're
a
trespassed.
public-
You need
this-
to leave.
There has to be an underlying charge for that. Otherwise,
Sir?
you're going to be violating my First Amendment
No,
rights
I
right
won't
now.
be.
Yes, you
No,
will.
I won't be.
Because you're removing me
Are
because
you
of
going
what
to
you
leave this
consider my
building,
sign
sir?
right here in protesting.
Are you going to leave this
that
building,
You would
sir?
find yourself in a First Amendment lawsuit.
Okay, put your
Faster
hands
than-
behind your back, sir.
Stop.
Nope, stop. Take my phone. Take my phone. Take my, that's all that was. That's all that was. You were under arrest for criminal trespass. Keep your phone recording. Keep your phone recording.
You've been recording. We're recording everything too.
Of course you can record. Close my phone now. Close my
It's
phone.
not working, so you kind of forced our hand, buddy.
Do you want to take the sign?
Yeah.
Any weapons on you? It's gonna stab me.
Let's take me away from the front doors of this.
We're gonna go with this.
Follow me.
You're welcome to follow us. Just please don't interfere. Okay?
Got it. Which jail? Which jail are you taking them to?
It's gonna be Olathe Adult Detention Center.
Is that the one in New Century?
Yes.
No, it's
No, or no.
It's in downtown.
Oh, the new one?
No.
You know where the district courthouse is and like that?
Is there any of you property that you want to leave with
Yeah,
her?
yeah, okay.
Okay, I can get you right now.
Okay, yeah, that'd be good.
Zach, you want me to look up the address for it?
I think I know where it's at. It's like, yeah, on the railroad tracks, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can give you the address.
Okay.
You want to take this one?
The trespass, we're gonna end up issuing you a trespass warning. Are you a local person, sir? Do you live in the Casey Metro? Or do we have an ID that can prove where he lives?
Do you have an ability to write this down?
Don't
If not,
talk to them.
I'm actually just trying to give her that address.
Is it local or not?
This is already.
Okay.
I'll go.
Where's it out of? Let me see. Okay. Mr. How do you pronounce your last name, sir? If you, I'm gonna guess, Mr. S. So the difference between you living locally and you living outside of this area is you would have to post bond and leave going to jail for criminal trespass. If you're local, I can issue you a citation and then you can leave. and not go to jail? Casey metro area. If you live in Casey Mo, you live in Casey K, you live in Johnson County, cooperate with us. We'll give you a citation. We'll escort you out the property. We're gonna have a little bit of paperwork for you to fill out, and then we'll get you out of here. Okay? All right. Are you waiting for anybody else for this deal? So when he leaves, are you gonna leave with him? It is what it is. Okay? I asked you to leave numerous times. Okay, then she can leave.
No, she cannot. She has every right to be here as well.
No, she does not.
What was she
Will you
up to
leave,
leave
please?
for? What was she up to leave for?
Take into a car, put it in the car.
What was she? Follow me out. Don't talk to me.
This is ridiculous.
Watch your step.
Yep. No, we're putting you in a car. We have every right. You're under arrest right now, so we have every right to put you in a car.
We're standing there, John, you're gonna give me an
Well, we still have to grab your information. And I told you, you're going in a car right now. If you cooperate with us and you verify your residency, we'll give you your citation, take you out of handcuffs, and get you on out of here, buddy. Okay? Okay.
Are there cameras running inside here right now?
Yes, there are.
Where are they at?
They're gonna be in the top corners here.
Is your body cam running?
Always.
Always?
Yep.
And what's your name?
Officer Allen.
Can you just grab a case number?
510. Yeah.
You said 510?
Yeah.
Thanks. I'll be back in a minute.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
What's your current address?
1.
Two?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, these cuffs are tighter than a motherfucker, man.
I checked them for fit. There's enough for me to get my finger
shit,
through
man.
there.
These things are tight as fuck, man.
Do you want me to come to check them for you?
Yeah, if you would, please.
All right. He's complaining about his cuffs. If you want to help me. Department policy is 1 finger.
That's what you did.
All right, if you want to just turn that way, I'll double check them for you. All right, so our department policy is I can fit 1 finger in between. So this one's a little bit tight, so I'll loosen that one up for you, all right?
Appreciate it. And by that, I mean, appreciate you doing your job. Why did I get tighter?
Sometimes these cuffs, whenever you go to put them on originally, depending on how like your hand was in them.
But you checked it, though.
Yeah. It could have just been at the angle that I checked it. So now it's enough for one hand and it's double locked where we'll tighten up on
Did you check it again just now when you did that? Okay.
All right. Thank you.
How we coming?
Almost done.
Okay. I'm gonna go check. Stay with him. I'm gonna go check.
Nice Chris 74. I'll usually heat it all the way up and then tone it down towards like the nice fluctuation when it gets a little too hot. Crack a window, and then when it starts getting a little cool, roll it back up. That's a sign. Again. Yes. You guys transferring? Just releasing. Yeah. Yeah. Just waiting for Sarge to come back out.
I didn't hear.
I was just waiting for Sergeant Simmons to come back out. He said he was going in and
Citation, we're going to give it right over to review. If you would like, if you guys want to do that, we can move it here and escort him off the property.
Okay. All right.
Go for one sign.
Yeah, one sign. Yeah.
Go for
All right, Justin, we're going to go over a couple things with you, okay?
Can you hear me all right? Okay. So, the community center is just trespassing you for today. You understand?
No.
Okay. So, I'm going to ask for your signature and your print name. If you refuse, it's all good. I'll just notate that, okay? The other thing is that this officer is going to explain to you the citation, okay? And then we're going to offer you, if you'd like, we can give you a ride over to the car, okay? or we can release you here and just escort you off property, okay?
Oh, right, to my car? Is that what you said?
Yeah, to your friend's car, I think it is.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, that way you're not just standing out in the cold, okay? So, let him explain this. We'll get you out, get the handcuffs off, and on your way.
All right. What's your
Also,
name?
Michael. Yeah.
That's your last name?
Yeah, that's my last name.
Okay.
Were you in the Navy?
Yeah.
What was your last?
Well, I was the rate was a submarine radioman.
Oh, wow. How long did you do that?
I was in the Navy for 9 years.
Okay. Well, thank you for your service. I'm a former Marine.
Okay.
So
Appreciate your service.
Yep, absolutely, bro.
Alright, so I'll give you your ID and stuff back, so I'm just going to go over this ticket with you. So it is the criminal trespass like we talked to you about inside. With that, it is a mandatory court date. The court date for that is going to be March 25th of 2025 at 11 a.m. at the Marion Municipal Courthouse, which is located at 9001 West 62nd Street. Usually what I tell everybody is they like for people to show up at about 10:30, so 30 minutes early. That way they can get you checked in through like security and things like that. And if you can't make it on that date, you need to reschedule it. Our court clerk's phone number is going to be right there, or the email address. That way they know, because if you don't show up, then it does issue a warrant out for you. Do you have any questions about this citation? I'll have you get out, and we'll take those cuffs off, have you sign that trespass paper, and we'll get you out of here, okay?
I said, be careful. This stuff's so sticky. I know there's like the indoor games, shoes, from soccer. Yeah. I said, I'm sure that you make it twice hard. Justin, do you want to sign this? Do it? No. No, okay, fair enough. Would you like to ride over there, or would you like to walk?
Where is over there?
Just right over here in this parking lot.
Which one?
With the blue and blue, yeah.
Anything else we can do for you, man?
Do you have any questions for us?
Does she have all my stuff? or-
I've got it. Yeah. Try and close this door behind you.
You got your body camera on?
Yeah.
Check out. So these are my thumbs from being in there on that cuff that was too tight right there. Thumbs.
It was on your thumb?
Yep.
Okay.
And
Do
my
you-
wrist.
Do you need
And
to
my
be
wrist.
evaluated by
My
medical
wrist
or
right
anything
here.
like that?
I just want to get this on the camera. I was telling you it was too tight.
Okay,
Look at that.
Are you saying that you were injured as a result of
Yeah.
being
Yeah, I'm saying
handcuffed?
that.
Okay.
And I told him that
Do
it was
you
too
have
tight.
a problem with me taking pictures of it
Take
so we can
pictures of it.
document it in our
Yeah.
report?
Yeah, please take pictures of it.
It's gonna be so.
I appreciate it.
All right.
And he came while I was sitting there. I told him it was too tight. He first said, no, I did the finger check. It was Alan.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to point while I take the picture, okay? And your thumb,
Yeah.
is it that spot right there?
Yep.
Okay. And then anywhere else on your, okay, we can just take, if you are willing, move those together.
What do you do with those pictures?
They're going to be attached to our report.
Yeah, inside.
I'll take another one.
And the report number is going to be at the top of this ticket.
Okay. Anywhere else, sir?
So what I'm going to do is, just for our safety and your safety, I'm going to slide your knife into your pocket. That way it's not in your hand or anything like that, okay?
And what parking lot did you say?
Correct.
The brick building with the blue lower.
And then I'll have you
She
just
said that she's
grab
on
the rest of your
other
stuff out.
side.
The other side of it?
Yeah, she's parked on the other side of it.
What's this card in here? Say mine.
That's all the stuff that I pulled out of your pockets.
Oh, okay. And my ID? You already did that to
It's
me?
inside. I put it in.
your,
I put it in the citation. I don't know if you already put it in your pocket.
Okay.
Have a good day, sir. This is supposed to run until I think they have the room until